Hello creators and welcome to the Tom Kearin Video Bombshell Vault. This is where we pull timeless content from deep within the video archives. The kind of content that hit like a bombshell then and is about to hit even harder now. These truths don't expire, they explode. Today, we're unlocking a truth so simple, so direct, so powerful, that it instantly dissolves every obstacle you think stands between you and your dream life. The leap into your dream life is instant. Neville Goddard didn't teach you to wish or wait or pretend. He taught you to assume it, to embody it, to be it here and now. You've been told to think from the end and act as if. But most people think that means pretending, performing, or faking it until it happens. That's not what this is. God doesn't pretend, and neither do you. When you act as if, you're not trying to become something you're not. You're remembering who you've always been. You're not putting on a role. You're revealing your true nature as the creator. The word act was never about performance. It's the movement of consciousness in the divine action of assumption. To act as if is an act of God. To act as if is to be as if. To stand in the knowing that your imagination and actions are the only reality. You're not deceiving reality, you're defining it. You're not mocking God, you are being God. You're not waiting for proof, you are the proof. Because the moment you assume it, it's done. Now, let's open the vault and drop this one once again. Because its power to transform your life isn't behind you. It's flowing to you, through you, and as you. Right here, right now. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin channel in studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back and good morning from the studios of Be Something Wonderful and the Tom Kearin channel. I have a big video for you today. It relates to a story that we told on the Be Something Wonderful channel, a video that we just released. And it was one of you that sent us an email that said, Tom, that was thanking us, right? We've never spoken with this person, but she's been on the channel. And she said, I finally stopped struggling and trying to manifest my dream life. And when I did that, I manifested my dream life. Hear this. She said, it felt so impossible before. She goes, I manifested the impossible. She described how she's traveling and with this specific person that she's in love with. All of these things that she thought were impossible to get to. She was trying to manifest them, you know, imaginal scenes and subliminals and affirmations. But she said the idea that when I stopped struggling and trying to manifest my dream life, I manifested my dream life. This is powerful, and we talked about in this video the whole idea, that's talked about impressing your subconscious, right? Or trying to impress your subconscious. That's all on this video that was released on the Be Something Wonderful channel. There's a link below. You can watch that. But I want to talk about the central pillar or method that she embodied to live this dream that she was manifesting before or struggling to manifest. And that is act as if. That's why she manifested this seemingly impossible life of being in love, of traveling with her specific person, of having the perfect job, having a lot of money, living in a house that she wants to live. All of these things she described. How did it happen? Well, she gave up the struggling and trying, right? Because when you're struggling and trying to manifest your dream life, you create a reality of trying and struggling to manifest your dream life, but never living it, never being that person. So she just decided, I'm going to act as if, because I know that's reality. It's not delusional, right? It's not fantasy land. When you declare it, when you act as if, you are it. And remember, those of you that are going to ask the question, well, what does that look like? Or what does that mean that I do in 3D reality? It's not what you do or don't do, or the actions that you take or don't take. You'll take plenty of actions. It's from what identity that you're taking them from. Do you see it? It's the action is you acting as if, meaning you declaring, I am that person. That's the action. You being it, right? Remember, how would that person, that identity, see the world? Like Wayne Dyer said, that famous spiritual teacher Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? The things change. When you change the way you look at them, the way they look change, because your reality. So it wasn't so much, she did a lot of things, a lot of actions, but it wasn't the actions. Those were all part of that new identity. You can't get it wrong when you're that identity. She just looked at reality from that vantage point of being that person that's already living the dream, no matter what the appearances or circumstances were showing her. And so then you must be living it. 3D reality must form, must coalesce around that identity that is acting as if, because there's no pretending. You are it, right? It's not faking it till you make it. You made it, right? Your reality. There's no such thing as making it up, because everything is created from you. You're making it all up. Why not make the story of your dream life up and live it? So, and some of you go, well, what does that practically look like? It looks like you. There's nothing you have to practically do or don't do. The circumstances change when you change, when you look at them differently, when you see yourself differently. Reality forms around that new identity. That's the power of act as if. That's why you can manifest the impossible, right? Remember what Scripture said, and I talked about this in the video on the Be Something Wonderful channel this morning, that when Jesus, your I am awareness of the ancients say, with man, this is impossible. With the idea that you're limited by those physical manifested conditions, those changing manifested appearances, those changing manifested thoughts and feelings, then it seems impossible. But when you know yourself as the creator, when you act as the creator, acting within, seeing the world from that identity as the creator, things change. They form around that identity. It must. It's law. It's the law of being. This is exciting because this is powerful. This makes you unlimited. You can act as anything. So don't get caught up on what you have to, well, how do I deal with the certain manifested conditions? You don't deal with them, you create them. You look at them the way you want them to be, not the way they appear to be, and they must change. They're changing as you change. Like in that quote from the movie Next with Nicolas Cage, when he says a funny thing about the future. Every time you look at it, it changes because you looked at it, and that changes everything. And I've talked about that quote in a broader sense, that's reality, past, present, and future. Every time you look at it, it changes because you looked at it, and that changes everything because you are reality. Do you see the power here? And I think in yesterday's video on one of the channels, I was talking about the idea of Neville Goddard's revision. Remember, when we talk about revision, you're not changing any one event or any one past. When you act as if, you're not changing that identity that you no longer choose. You're choosing a new identity. The same with revision. You're not changing that past event. All possible event, nothing's in the past, right? Everything's in the now moment. All possible outcomes exist. What you're doing is moving to the different identity or reality of your preference. You're seeing things as you would have liked them to be. You're seeing things as you would like them to be. You're seeing yourself as you would dream and like to be. That's what acting as if is. It's powerful. It changes everything. Past, present, and future. Because from that present identity, acting as if, remember, it's looking out through that new identity, no matter what the circumstances and conditions look like. Knowing that no matter what's happening, because you are this new identity, everything must be leading to everything that you want and desire. Because you are that now. You're living the dream. This is powerful. That's what we talked about. That's what I want to talk about today. Act as if. It's not what it looks like practically. Practically just keeps you in that practical identity that you keep believing you are. Do you see it? You keep feeding that idea of that who you believe, that truth of who you believe you are when it's not your preference. You can be anyone. Right now, you can decide that. Walk in that. Remember, the whole idea, the whole power of consciousness comes from your conscious choice. Right now and in every moment, you consciously choosing who you are and seeing the world through that identity. That's the power. That's how act as if creates worlds. That's how act as if manifests the impossible. I am your host, Tom Kearin. This is the Tom Kearin channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for following us on both channels and the Be Something Wonderful membership channel, where we have a big live stream scheduled this month on January 26, 2025 at 12 noon Pacific time. I'm going to answer your questions live on the chat during the live stream, and also the questions that you're sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. If you can't attend the live stream will be available on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel, as well as the other 24 or 25 live streams that we've already done. They're already available on the membership channel, so be sure to check it out. If you're a member, check it out. If you're not, check out the link below. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.